Hello and good day. Welcome to our video channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be Romans chapter 2. Let's get started now. Romans chapter 2 is a continuation of Paul's letter to the Romans, where he expounds on the theme of God's righteousness and how it relates to humanity. In this chapter, Paul addresses the Jews, who thought that their religious practices and adherence to the law made them superior to the Gentiles. He challenges their beliefs and shows that they too are sinners in need of God's grace. Paul begins by stating that God's judgment is impartial and that everyone will be judged according to their deeds. He explains that those who do good will receive glory, honor, and peace, while those who do evil will experience wrath and fury. This applies to both Jews and Gentiles, as God shows no partiality. Paul then turns his attention to the Jews, who were confident in their status as God's chosen people. He rebukes them, saying that their circumcision and adherence to the law do not make them righteous before God. Instead, what matters is a circumcision of the heart, which comes from faith in Jesus Christ. He explains that the true Jew is one who is inwardly circumcised by the Spirit and not merely outwardly through the flesh. Paul also points out that those who have the law are not automatically righteous. Rather, they will be judged by the law, and those who fail to keep it will be condemned. He emphasizes that it is not the hearers of the law who are righteous, but the doers. He says that those who obey the law will be justified, regardless of whether they are Jews or Gentiles. In the latter half of the chapter, Paul addresses the hypocrisy of the Jews. He accuses them of judging others while committing the same sins themselves. He says that they are storing up wrath for themselves on the day of judgment by their stubbornness and unrepentant hearts. He warns them that God's judgment will be based on the reality of their hearts, not just their outward appearances. The teachings in Romans chapter 2 have several day-to-day applications for us today. First and foremost, it reminds us of the importance of humility. We should not think that we are superior to others because of our religious practices or beliefs. We need to recognize that we too are sinners in need of God's grace and approach others with humility and compassion. Secondly, it reminds us of the importance of faith. It is not enough to merely adhere to religious practices or laws. What matters is a heart transformed by faith in Jesus Christ. We need to focus on developing a personal relationship with God and allow His Spirit to work in us, transforming us from the inside out. Thirdly, it reminds us of the importance of integrity. We need to be doers of the word, not just hearers. We should not judge others while committing the same sins ourselves. Instead, we need to strive for integrity and live according to God's standards. In conclusion, Romans chapter 2 teaches us about God's impartial judgment and challenges our beliefs about righteousness. It reminds us of the importance of humility, faith, and integrity in our daily lives. Ultimately, it points us to the need for a personal relationship with God through faith in Jesus Christ, who alone can transform our hearts and make us righteous before God. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible verse below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.